What's up guys, Jeff Cavalier, ATHLEAN-X.com. So today I'm going to show you some things that I want you to stop doing when you're training your abs. Matter of fact, this is one of them. And if you are looking at this right now saying, I don't even know what's really wrong with that, then even more of a reason why you're going to want to stay tuned here and watch what I'm going to show you. Now, these kind of mistakes are actually being made across every single gym every day. I guarantee you're going to see people doing these things. The good thing is, after you watch this video, you won't be one of them. As a matter of fact, you're going to become the disseminator of the good information so you can actually help out a friend. So let's get to saving your abs right now. We're going to start with the first thing you need to stop. All right, the first thing you're going to want to make sure that you're not doing is speeding through your reps. Guys, I'm sure you've seen people do repetitions like this in the gym all the time. And some people will say that they have to do them this fast to prevent their body from swinging during, let's say, a hanging leg raise. That's not true, guys. The thing is they're making it easier. They're putting all of the effort everywhere but on the abs. And all I care about is high quality repetitions. If you accumulate more high quality repetitions, the number of repetitions you do will not matter. And when it comes to your abs, you want to make sure that the focus is coming from and deriving from the area you're actually trying to train. So when you see me do a hanging leg raise, it doesn't look like this. It looks more like this. This is one where I'm actually trying to make the abs do the work. And as I come up slow, I'm really focused on curling the pelvis under, flexing the trunk, making the abs do the work. And I can take it down to the floor as well in more of a beginner exercise. We can still screw these up. Guys pump their way through these like they're going out of style. I don't care how fast you go. I only care about accumulating one good rep at a time. And I promise you, if you start to do the same thing, your results will be significantly better. All right, this next one up is actually one that might have tripped a few of you up in the beginning of the video. And that is, do you know what's wrong with this exercise? It's a crunch. Now, I don't actually hate the crunch. There's a purpose for doing the crunch. And if you do it deliberately and slowly, yeah, you're going to get better results from it. But there's something else even more wrong with this. There's an abbreviated range of motion. This is not a full range of motion repetition. And for some reason, when it comes to ab training, we fall in love with cutting short the repetition distance. You can go back to the hanging leg raise. Go back and look. What do people normally do? They just pump their legs in that mid-range. They don't take it through that full range of motion. So get your legs all the way down. Go through that full trunk curl, just like I'm doing here. And do the same thing when you're doing your crunches on the ground. Go all the way to the ground. Let the abs actually extend, or at least get to neutral with your back on the floor. Don't just stay up in that crunch position. There's so little range of motion as it is on a crunch. When you take half of it away, you are really minimizing the type of results that you could see from your training. So do me a favor, guys, start to elongate and be more conscious of the full range of motion on all ab exercises, and I promise you're going to see better results. All right, this next one is actually one that I've covered on the channel before, but it bears repeating because it's very important, especially to the type of look that you'll see from your abdominals if you do this wrong, and that is screwing up your breathing. See, we're not just rushing through repetitions and abbreviating them to get them done as quickly as possible, but we're also probably holding our breath or breathing entirely backwards. You see, when you do an ab exercise like this floor crunch, you don't want to do what I'm doing here. You don't want to be breathing out and sticking out your belly at the same time. You do want to exhale as you come up into a repetition. We know that. But as you exhale, you actually should be trying to bring your belly down and in. And you do that by activating the muscle called the transverse abdominis. And guys, we know that it's the muscle that runs around our waist this way, and it acts to cinch down. Sort of like the stomach vacuum idea, right? Pulling it down and flat. As you engage in doing a repetition, you want to feel as if you can bring your stomach down and flat while you breathe out, so while it's flattening. You don't want to be breathing out and blowing out at the same time, so and blowing like that. And a lot of guys will do that, and all that's doing is really teaching poor muscular control in the abdominal area. So you don't want that. You want to make sure that on every single repetition of every exercise that you're doing, when you breathe, aim to get that cinching down or tightening effect of the transverse as you exhale. And I promise you again, not only a better execution of the exercise, but a better look and end result of all the repetitions you're accumulating. All right, this next one actually gets really under my skin because I hear it far too often. And a lot of people who are trying to train their abs will do so but skip their obliques because they've heard that training their obliques is going to make them blocky. Guys, please stop doing that. As a matter of fact, if you do one thing, make sure you do train your obliques. And I've shown you this demonstration before. Your obliques, when covered with fat, will tend to look blocky. But when your obliques at a lower body fat level are revealed, they actually do an incredible job of tapering the entire waistline down and actually giving you that V-cut look that a lot of guys will talk about wanting. So the idea is this: you gotta start training your obliques, but more importantly, you gotta be very conscious of how you activate them. And it kind of goes back to the original point in this video, and that's be aware of how you're performing every single repetition you do. Don't just swing around thinking that, okay, I'm twisting so I'm getting my obliques. Or don't just do these bicycle crunches and think that you're getting your obliques because people tell you that they're good because you're twisting. Be more conscious of what you do. If you do something more advanced like this, remember, it's not about speed. I'm just trying to execute this rotation from the obliques. They're initiating it. You can literally see them starting this movement every single time I go from right to left and right to left. I want you guys to become more aware of that. But overall, big picture, I don't care what oblique exercises you're doing. Make sure you're doing them. I promise you guys, the end result is going to be much better if you do. And last but not least, guys, when it comes to what you're doing for your abs and maybe what you shouldn't be doing, one thing I always want you to remember is to include at least a little bit of calf work and some jaw work. That's right, some calf work. You see, because the next time you're thinking about maybe pulling off into a McDonald's parking lot, you want to slam your damn foot down on the gas pedal, activate those calves, and drive past it as fast as you possibly can. And the next time you kind of think about eating something you know you shouldn't, you want to do 3 sets of keeping your damn mouth shut so you don't. Because guys, nutrition is that critical. I promise you. The results of your hard work will never be seen unless you commit to eating better behind the plate and what you put in your mouth. It's very, very critical, and I can't underscore that enough. So when you think about the type of ab exercises or even all the tips I just showed you here and what you're supposed to do, they'll become infinitely more effective if you could commit to the thing that I know is the most challenging, and that is becoming more aware of what you eat. Guys, it doesn't have to be impossible though. You can literally eat things that you like. And I'm encouraging you to do that because there's no way you're going to stick to this long term if you don't find a plan that allows you to eat the way you like. Matter of fact, we actually have plans like that all over at ATHLEAN-X.com, included in all of our programs. I make it simple. I make it realistic. I make it something you can actually follow not just for a few days, but you can follow for life. Guys, the same way that I eat now for years and years and years to stay at the body fat levels I do without any suffering, without any deprivation, because it won't last long term. All those are over at ATHLEAN-X. In the meantime, if you found the video helpful, guys, leave your comments and thumbs up below. Let me know what I'm going to cover. I'll do my best to do that for you. And if you haven't already, guys, please subscribe and turn your notifications so you never miss a video when we put one out. All right, guys, I'll see you again soon.